So as I mentioned in one of my previous videos, I actually recently have temporarily moved to East Tennessee. I'm actually going to school in Knoxville, so that's awesome. That means I'm only about 45-ish minutes away from Dollywood and really everything in Pigeon Forge, Gatlinburg, that whole area, which is awesome because where I used to live in Middle Tennessee, the closest park was Beach Bend, and that was an hour and a half away. So this is literally half the distance, the closest I've ever had a park to where I'm living. Of course, Dollywood is a much better park than Beach Bend on all levels. I still love Beach Bend. That's still fun, but it's awesome to have a much better park twice as close. Anyways, I'm going actually to Splash Country today because we only have about 2 or 3 more weekends of Splash Country operating. They're on weekend only operations right now, and their last day of operation is Labor Day, and I will be with my family Labor Day weekend, obviously not at Waterpark. So it's really just this weekend and next weekend for Splash Country. And it's been pretty hot this week, so I'm going to enjoy the heat while it lasts. Unfortunately, Splash Country, I wanted to get there right when it opened just to kind of see what the whole opening thing process is like. But they open at 10 and it's like 9:45 right now because our university dining hall did not open until 9 a.m. So I wanted to actually leave a little bit before 9 a.m. But unfortunately, that didn't exactly work out. But I'm on the college kid budget now, so I need to save as much money as possible for things that I really enjoy doing, like these trips, which means avoiding eating out whenever possible because we do have a meal plan that kind of just comes with the price for the dorm and stuff. So it was worth waiting a bit later so I could eat for free here. And off to Splash Country we go a little bit after opening, but should still be fun. I clearly was not the only one with the idea to spend this hot Tennessee August Saturday at Splash Country, because holy crap, this parking lot's kind of confusing the way it's segmented, but like the whole first segment closest to the entrance is full. You can see this area is like half full. The area back there is that segment's half full too. I mean, they have a lot of parking space left, so there's just a lot of parking here. I mean, it is a like top 10 attended water park in the country, so of course they have a lot of parking, but it's still pretty busy. It's about 10:47 right now, so park opened like 45 minutes ago, so I missed the initial park opening getting in, and now this is kind of like the everyone trickling in, because what tends to happen is most people coming to any park, theme park or water park, will get there about 30-45 minutes, usually about an hour after the park opens. So I've hit the rush here, and I can already see the security line looks ridiculous, but I got nothing else to do, so let's go in. I was at the beach with my family a few weeks ago and haven't used these shoes since, so there's still beach sand all over them. Enjoy some Florida sand, Tennessee. Okay, I just spent some time trying to get anything possibly metallic that I might not need out of my backpack, because they have this new policy for security this year. I think it's a Hershey policy because Kentucky Kingdom was the same way this summer, but they don't do traditional bag checks. Anything possibly metallic that could set off a metal detector has to come out of your bag. They don't even have like a bin or something to put it in. You just kind of have to awkwardly like throw it all down on the table and then take your bag through the metal detector with you. Then fumble trying to put everything metallic back in your backpack after the security process. It really sucks. It's terrible. It's like the worst park security system I've ever encountered. It's fast, yes, but I'd much rather have a normal bag check. Holiday World was doing bag checks really fast this year. It can be done fast. I think they should go back to that. Or at least have the metal detectors just for people without bags and still have 1 or 2, maybe 3 bag check lines. It is what it is, but it's really annoying. I don't like it. Here's heading into the park. They have a voice announcement telling you basically what I just explained. Here's the nice Splash Country sign. Oh, they might have a bag check over here. Yeah, they're saying over the intercom bags have to go through the metal detector and take everything metal out, but they are doing bag inspections up here, so we'll see. Okay, take back the criticism. They are doing normal bag checks here, which is pretty dang awesome because they were not previously at Dollywood or Kentucky Kingdom. So I guess that's new because the voice announcements are still saying to just take everything metallic out of your backpack and walk through. There's this sign. We're staffing shortages. Check out these cascades. There's this really long entry walkway because most of the park is like back in the woods. There's a sign here that kind of sets up your theming, because it's kind of a it's themed to like an old Appalachian village in the woods by a river, which is neat. Very neat. It's very well themed at the front here. It starts to fall apart further toward the back of the park you walk, but it's nice. So it gets you back in the woods here to start, which I really appreciate. Lots of shade. Probably the shadiest water park I've been to, which is nice. There's Tailspin Racer, which is their newest slide. It's a Whitewater West Whizzer, I think is the slide model. I looked that up last night. Pretty much every other slide here is going to be a pro slide though. Crowds are severely diminished compared to last time I was here, which is good. Very good. There's still people here, as you can see, but it's not as crowded. Last time you could barely make it through most walkways. And here's the waterfall I tried to get a shot of last time, but like right when the park closes, I turned that off, which is sad. But slides up there, kind of built on the side of the hill. There's a lot of terrain slides here. There's still some tower slides, but they make the tower slides look nice, and most slides are built on the terrain. Here's the main restaurant here, which I think is the only one open, just due to the staffing issues. We're gonna go find a locker. There's a long line at literally every locker rental kiosk, so I'm gonna go change, get some swim trunks on, and then see if they've died down at all. This is the largest restroom building of Splash Country. Also, I believe the only one with showers. Unfortunately, they don't really have changing rooms here. You just kind of have to change in either a stall or a shower. And those are your options. They don't have just straight up changing stalls, which is kind of unfortunate, but it's fine. Also, I don't know where any of the other restrooms are here. I'm sure this is not the only restroom building, but it's the only one I found last time I was here, so the rest must just be hidden. But I'm going up here to get a locker, because I want one that's located more towards where I'll be spending most of my time, because most of the slides are back here. Tailspin Racer, I showed you earlier, is really the only slide near the front of the park. So you get a receipt with that has the locker number on it, and this is the size locker you get for $10. Like, seriously? I have to remember to get a $15 locker next time. I'm not gonna go all the way up to 20 for one backpack, but like, this is way too small. I had to take stuff out of my backpack to get my backpack to fit in here. Oh my, but I might just end up doing this next time anyway to save money. Up there is Fire Tower Falls, which I think is the only slide I didn't get on next time. It's kind of terrifying because it's one of those pro size free fall slides where it doesn't look as bad from this angle, but it's almost a vertical descent, but it'll be fun. I'll walk through a little bit of the park. This is Big Bear Plunge. It's their, I think it's a Pro Slides Mammoth model. Not exactly sure on that. I found a listing on Pro Slides website of all the slide models that they have installed at Dollywood, but it doesn't tell you which one's which. So I've just kind of been guessing. I think this is a Mammoth though. I know for sure that River Rush here is a hydromagnetic rocket. And this right now is currently my favorite water slide I've ever ridden. It is a whole lot of fun. Called a water coaster. I always think that's confusing because they're Intamin and Mack Rides and other brand water coasters that are, you know, actually like water ride roller coasters for dry theme parks. Anyways, River Rush is a whole lot of fun. Might hop on that a little later. Right now I'm walking you around because my sunscreen's still soaking in. And I have not actually been up this way at all. This is where Fire Tower falls. And, well, that's about it. About the only slide up here. And then there's a pool that I hear is like stupidly well themed and stupidly nice. But walking up here for the first time. Here's Fire Tower Falls. You see how steep it looks from this angle. Yeah, there's a better look at the steepness of this slide. Well, her legs spread on that one. Wow. And you slide all the way down. There he comes. Yeah, that's crazy. Alright, here's the walk up to the Cascades, which I've been told is the best non-slide part of the park. It's just this really absurdly well-themed pool. But check this out, there's some cabanas here, and then, wow, there's a nice pool. Oh, and it has some like grotto slides built into the rocks. There's a lifeguard stand that's literally a rock. Yeah, no, this is decently nice. These little kids kind of splash pad kind of area over here. Yeah, I see what people were saying now. It's not as big as I had imagined, but quite a decent little themed pool up here. But this is as far up as this path goes. It's probably the furthest extent of Splash Country. This is the tallest slide at Splash Country. It's not terribly tall, but it's enough to be intimidating for most people. They don't have near as many boats on River Rush as they did last time I was here, probably because the crowd levels are just so much shorter. We'll see what happens later in the day. It looks like I'm gonna get a lot of slides in today and plenty of time to just relax and enjoy the environment because there just aren't a ton of people here. So I'm gonna go probably grab a ride on River Rush first, since that's my new favorite water slide. That was the last time I was here. Go ride on River Rush, maybe go try Fire Tower Falls, a few other things. I'll check back later because you gotta go in the locker, unfortunately. Got 2 rides on Fire Tower Falls, which was a lot of fun, actually. I was a bit nervous just because I'd never ridden anything like that before. But it's not too tall, not too steep. You don't even really get like a free fall feeling. You just kind of get a like speed feeling, like you're just going really fast. And that's a whole lot of fun. Also got a ride on River Rush that was not great. Before, River Rush was my favorite water slide. After that particular ride was not. So either I got really good rides before or just a bad ride that time, or a little bit of both. The thing with water slides is your experience is going to vary drastically every time just based on weight distribution in the rafts and everything. And I also just went and lapped Tailspin Racer for a while. I think I got like 6 or 7 rides on it. That was fun. In a moment, I am going to go get lunch because it's like 1:30. But first I was going to show you up on the other spike. So it kind of splits into 2 spikes, one where Cascades is and one here. So I'll show you that. So all the way back there is Slick Rock Racer, which is their just 4-lane traditional racing slide. There's water going down it, but unfortunately it's closed due to staffing issues. Here's a really fun one. It's not a mat racer, it's just a regular mat slide. I had a lot of fun on that last time I did it, so I'll probably do it again. Here's their toilet bowl style rides with water run. And then way back there, I don't know if you can see. Yeah, where you see the orange and green slides, that's Mountain Scream, which was their original to the park style slide, I believe. This one was fun. Pro Slide Mammoth or Turbo Mammoth, I don't actually know which one it was. But you kind of come down, there's some hops at the end. Most of it you're twisting around here. Kind of splash up on the sides. Haven't ridden that today yet. The butterfly slide here, and then the green slides on Mountain Scream, which is behind a tree right now. The only slides I haven't done yet, so I'll do those after lunch. And here's Campsite Grill, the first, or the main restaurant at Splash Country. I almost said Splash and Safari. It looks crowded. We'll see how long this ends up being to get whatever the heck they sell. Cheeseburger, veggie burger, bacon cheeseburger, chicken tenders, chili fries, and pizza. That's what they sell here. The prices would be a little bit more excusable if they came with a fountain drink, but no. $4 of these. There's a slightly more exhaustive menu. A few options that weren't on the main menu. The meal deals actually aren't bad, surprising. The meals themselves wouldn't be bad if they included soft drinks, but when you add the soft drink, you're going to be paying like $15, not $10. Because of COVID or something, they can't put condiments on your burger for you, so I have a lettuce, tomato, onion bag. Also, paper straws. I don't know why. Even with the Gold Season Pass discount, it was still like $15 to eat lunch. But, I mean, it is a decent portion of food. They're not skimping on that, but like, this is not worth what I paid for it. But, you know what? It's a big cup, so whatever. I have to say, I love these crinkle fries, and they give you a lot of them, too. These are really good. These might be some of the best crinkle fries I've ever had. Burger looks good. Like, look at that bun. My one complaint is, look how much bacon's on it. It's like 2 pieces of bacon, and it's like $2 or $3 extra for the bacon cheeseburger. Like, this is ridiculous. Like, this is not a bacon cheeseburger. This is a smidge of bacon that happens to be on a cheeseburger. World's fanciest lazy river entrance. Burger was pretty dang good for a water park burger. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. The only thing I didn't like was the cheese, but that's just because of my preference in cheese. I'm not an American cheese fan, and that's what was on there. So that was my own fault. I'm gonna show this off. This food truck used to be in Jukebox Junction, like where Lightning Rod is now. They moved it to the water park for some reason, I don't know. They also have these bottle filling stations located throughout the water park. So I'd recommend bringing your own water bottle. because you can get a water cup from like a restaurant or a snack shop or something and just fill it up with water there. Then you have to wait in line behind tons of people that are getting, you know, food and soft drinks and stuff. And so you might end up waiting like 30 minutes just for a cup of water. But here you just grab and go. All right, I had to find somewhere to sit down for a minute to take care of a few things for school. School comes up, school is a higher priority than messing around at a water park, obviously, so I had to take care of that. But I'm good now. It's currently like 3 p.m. Splash Country closes at 6, so I got about 3 more hours, but it looks like we might have a thunderstorm coming in, according to the weather. So we go see how many slides I can get in before either that happens or the park closes. So I had no plan. I'll check in with you guys after we see what we're gonna ride. It's already that like mid-afternoon cool off period, so these these slides are about to be a lot less refreshing and a lot more shockingly cold. I waited in line about 30 minutes for Mountain Twist. Well, probably closer to 45. It was a long line moving really slow. And right when I was like second to next, they closed everything for lightning in the area, which I guess is my luck since something similar happened at Cheetah Chase when we were at Splash Safari. I will say the lightning announcement in this park is more clear than any other amusement park or water park I've ever been in before. Well, they had a very detailed lightning notice over the PA that kind of explained their entire lightning procedure after saying that the attractions were closed for lightning. I've never heard that at a park before. They're usually pretty secretive about that, even if you ask an employee. And then right after that, a lady came over the PA that was not pre-recorded and kind of explained the whole situation, that there was a small storm cell to the southeast or something, and this has had this many lightning strikes. Like, they were very thorough about telling us exactly what was going on. Anyways, they do think the storm cell is going to move out very, very soon. It's not even close to here. I can't even see it. But they said anything within like a 15-mile radius, they have to close down water attractions. So, but they said they're hoping that it'll move out pretty soon, in maybe about 30 minutes or so. The slides and pools and stuff will reopen. The good news is a lot of people are just fed up, so they're just getting up their stuff, and they're picking up their stuff, and they're going back out the front gate and leaving. So hopefully the lines aren't as ridiculously long after the storm cell passes by. That was a struggle to say all that. My brain's not working top notch at the moment. Check this out. They actually shut off their play structure when there's lightning in the area. Look at that. I have never seen a water play structure like this sitting pretty much stagnant. There's still some water dripping. Yes. Where's the PA speaker?
Lightning has been detected in our immediate area.
You can hear their announcement real quick.
We are clearing the water attractions at this time. Lightning has been detected in our immediate area. For your safety, we are clearing the water attractions at this time. We will reopen all water attractions when the lightning has cleared at a 10-mile radius for at least 15 minutes. Dollywood Splash Country is not closing at this time. We apologize for the inconvenience and will reopen the water attractions when the lightning has passed. Thank you for your patience and understanding.
So there is your very thorough lightning announcement. I wanted to let you guys hear it. Anyways, this is a play structure with no water on it, apparently. You can see there's still some water dripping because all the pipes and stuff aren't completely clear yet, but the water going into the system has been shut off. It's kind of cool. I've never seen a stagnant water play structure before. Check it out. I found another restroom that was not the one that I saw earlier, which is pretty cool. So there is one restroom over here by Fire Tower Falls, and there's the big one I showed you earlier. I believe there's one by the entrance, but those might be the only 3 restrooms in the park. There's definitely not a restroom where the highest concentration of water slides is, back on the other spike. So Splash Country, Dollywood, Hershend, please put one in over there. I'd like that better than any other ride here, to be honest, because you gotta walk pretty far back from the slides if you just have to go to the restroom, which sucks. Anyways, I want to see if they've shut down the water in the Cascades. And it looks like no. They may have decreased the flow a little bit. Nah, it looks about the same. Yeah, it's about the same as it was before. Earlier, I did ride these 2 little slides, and they are they're fun. That tall one, I should say that the bigger one is fun. You get a little bit of twisty action, but it's not intense in any way. So that might be a good warm-up slide for people that aren't into slides. But this smaller one here, you can actually go up to 3 people at a time, it says, which is kind of cool. But I would watch out. It's a little bit painful for your back, and you splash into like a pool that's like a foot deep. So if you're tall, that's not a very comfortable experience. But yeah, they don't turn the cascades off. I don't know why they turn the play structure off. I just realized I left my shoes over by Mountain Scream. I better go retrieve those. Well, while we're waiting, I complained about these lockers for a second. So they're just your traditional like code locks. When you try to open them, okay, it worked fine that time. But there have been a few times it's gotten jammed, and I have to enter the code 3 or 4 times before it like successfully opens. So, you know, that's kind of annoying. I mean, the cleanliness of the lockers is fine. I don't like the spring that pulls it closed because you gotta like hold it open with like one arm like this while you're trying to get your stuff out. It's just that the code kept getting, the lock kept getting jammed trying to open itself. So also like the clearances trying to walk through between these lockers are very tiny. And so when you got multiple people trying to get into lockers at the same time, it's really a pain. So it'd be nice if they kind of reworked the locker system. The lockers need to be replaced anyway. I got my shoes back. I'll show you guys in a few minutes, but the lifeguards actually just completely blocked off that whole back spike, as I call it, going to the largest concentration of slides. They just barricaded that whole thing off. So there are parts of the park that are not accessible at the moment due to storm. Anyways, I was just kind of walking away from that area because some like teenage girl just walked up to me and asked if I was 18 or above, and I said yes, and she said that's unfortunate and walked off. I have not felt this uncomfortable in a while, so get away from that situation. Oh, also, literally pretty much every song they've played since it started, or since the slides have closed, that says something to do with lightning. At first it was Imagine Dragons, Thunder, and I was like, oh, that's a funny coincidence, but then I realized every song after that mentioned lightning or storms or thunder at some point after that. So I realized that must be intentional. Whoever does the songs on the radio must have a sense of humor. Play structure's back on. Look, I don't know. I guess they ran out of lightning songs because they're playing Hokey Pokey now. They really have blocked off lifeguard barricade. You can't go any further back than that. Poor Lonely Tube. Just making its way down the river. Hi, buddy. You got no rider in you. I see a few more way over there. That one's just by itself, though. Poor tube. Oh, here's another Lonely Tube. Aw. So they've officially started the reopening process. And now the skies look more ominous than they did the entire time it was closed. We'll see what ends up happening. I'm gonna see if I can get some more slides in. Just finished, got last ride of the night, or I should say, last slide of the day on the orange slide of Mountain Scream. That one's fun because you get a lot of airtime. But earlier before the storm, I did both of the green slides on Mountain Scream, and like, wow, those, you actually pick up a lot of speed and you end up going really fast. I think those are my two new favorite body slides right there, just because you get so much speed. So far the run's still running because that always has a really long line and it's low capacity. I did that too. I waited like 30 minutes. I did end up getting on Mountain Twist like 3 or 4 times because it didn't have a long line after the storm. So that was good since I got kicked off of it for the storm. And then went over here. I did both of the butterflies. I will say they look like just kid slides. But they have a bit of a stomach drop feeling. I thought I got more of a stomach drop feeling on here than I did on Fire Tower Falls. I just guess just because Fire Tower Falls you pick up so much speed. That's what you're focused on. But anyways, I recommend going that one. This one, it kind of scrapes your back a bit. That one does not. So go that one. I also went into the wave pool for a little bit. I've never really been a huge wave pool person. And this one's just like Beach Bend. It only gets down to like... Actually, it does get a bit deeper than Beach Bends, but the waves aren't very intense. Well, they're a little bit better than Beach Bends. I don't know why that's my comparison point, but it's not the worst wave pool I've ever been in. It's not really good either, so I was only in there for a few minutes. But I did go down to Bear Mountain Fire Tower, which is our like kids play complex, and I screwed on that for a bit because there was no maximum height restriction. Sometimes there is. They don't let older kids or adults in there, but they do let older kids and adults, which is nice. So I definitely appreciate that because I love to just act like a kid again, play around in the in those kiddie play towers. They're pretty fun, and that's one of the bigger ones I've ever seen. Might be the biggest one I have ever seen. It's got some fun stuff like rope bridges and stuff that I hadn't seen before, and it's got 3 actually like decently big slides in there. Not thrilling, but you know, slides. I'm gonna change clothes real quick, but the main restroom is closed, so we have to go to the one by the exit. I was looking at Riverside Trading Post as I walked out. Yep, nothing good. Oh, also, so I found the changing rooms. They're kind of tucked off to in the corner by the entrance, which I don't think anyone really saw them since there was a line out the door in the bathroom to change. I think they should make the changing rooms a little bit easier to see, maybe. Bye-bye, Splash Country. Yeah, the merchandise selection was really disappointing. I thought I might grab a shirt or something, but like all the shirts they had a bunch of just like generic beach shirts for some reason. Like then there were only a few shirts that said Dollywood Splash Country, but like it was in like a generic like blocky font, not like the logo or anything, and not even like a fun font. It literally, in the design of the shirt, it just looked like something you would get from like a tourist trap in Florida or something. I don't know. There wasn't really anything in there that screams Splash Country other than the words Splash Country and a few generic like beach style shirts. And they had a lot of like swimsuits and towels and stuff, but they were all like very generic. There was nothing like Splash Country in there. So I don't know if that's just their selection right now or if it's always like that, but I was very disappointed, and I did not pick anything up because they did not have anything that appealed to me as like theme park, water park merch. Anyways, that might be my last time at Splash Country this year because they closed Labor Day weekend and I'm not going then. And next weekend, I'm not sure if I want to come back. I don't know. We'll see what happens. I might want to go to the dry park or somewhere else entirely. I don't know. Or I might just want to not go anywhere. But it's very possible that this will be my second and last trip to Splash Country this year. So bye-bye, Splash Country. If I don't see you again, hopefully I'll see you in the spring. Hopefully you'll see more Dollywood and other amusement park videos soon. So, see ya.